Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. We want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Power Book 2 Ghost always begins with death. This is true. When we came into season 1, it was about the death of Ghost. He was gone. When we came into season 2, it was about the death of Jabari, and no one knew where Ramirez was, but eventually about his death as well. Now that we're coming into season 3, it's going to be about the death of Zeke. That's going to be the big death that's going to overtake everything there. Don't get it twisted, Mega's death's going to have an effect as well, but not as big as Zeke's is. So I'm saying to myself, why every time we go into Power Book 2 Ghost, someone always dies, and that big death affects us the following season, because you know that that death is going to affect everyone, and it's going to affect Stansfield, it's going to affect Tariq, it's going to affect the Tejadas. This is a big death, probably the biggest death in the Power in a season that affects everyone like that. Also a death that will, I think, probably, like, other deaths have been big in the series as well, but this one's a big one. Zeke has that bigness about him. This is somebody who was beginning to go to the NBA and he died. So big one. So when it comes down to it, it's a situation where I say, I hope personally we don't go into season 4 with a big death affecting everyone as much. Though I would say that season 3 has this feeling about it where it's like everything adds up to here, everything leads up to here. And though season 2 was very tense, it had a lot going on in it, season 3 is going to be the bigger season with so many new interesting characters coming along as well. The thing is, with Ghost eventually dying, even though none of us wanted him to die, we're hoping Tariq does not die as well. We're hoping he survives, that he gets out of the life, that somehow anything he done, he gets out of and he survives, because we want a happy ending for him. However, with some of the things that he have done in terms of what was wrong, he has to pay to some degree. But when it comes down to it, I hope he doesn't die. But yeah, Power Book 2 surrounded with a theme of deaths, and not just deaths, big death. Remember, Ghost was a big death. Not only was he the main character of Book 1, but he was also the governor, the lieutenant governor of New York, so that was a big death. And then season 2, that was a professor who died. That was a big death as well. But Zeke, the guy who was a star player, oh wow, that's going to be really big. So expect Zeke to be around but not around. Expect his words about him, conversations of him, his presence is going to be around. So we'll see how everything play out. But that is pretty much what I want to talk about, the fact that the theme of death is always around Power Book 2 Ghost. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I just want to say that it is your boy Bobby Peace here. I just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and one. Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. We want to talk about a subject that comes. Remember the people that were there to have your back when you needed them. Remember the people that loved you when you felt like you could not love anybody or they didn't want to love you. Remember the people who picked you up when you were down. Also remember the people that left you. Remember the people that left you while you were down. Remember the people that when the going got tough, they left. The reason why I say this to you is because you got to know where to place people. Sometimes we like placing people in places they don't belong. A lot of us sometimes value people who shouldn't be valued, and we don't really value the ones that should be valued. The reason why I'm saying this to you is so you can be very careful about who you pick and who you're around and who you choose to trust. Because trust me, you are you. You're definitely who you are, but you are also the people that you choose to have in your circle. Remember that. That's all I got to say about that. I want to say to all of you, much love, much respect.